What up, what up, what up? It's your man, Coach Stretch, and we are all here in attendance on this All-Star weekend. Statman AT, Damo the Disciple, and Hollywood Mike. We are the Number Streets Podcast. We like to welcome in our viewing audience on Facebook and YouTube. Fellas, how y'all doing, man?
Doing great, man. How y'all doing?
Good,
All is well.
good.
All is well.
What up, Dan? What up, Mike? What up, Nicole? Appreciate y'all tuning in early, man. Shout out. We got a whole lot to talk about, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. Shout out.
God, Bree, Mom, y'all, Neptunes, Brotherhood, Hoop League, all the people who like, subscribe, and share, man.
Namo.
Shout out to the normal people I shout out, man.
All right. There we go.
Hey, shout out to you guys, God, family, my girl, everybody. Shout out to you guys, everybody.
Girl.
You know,
Jesus.
I did say
All right.
my girl. I did clean it up. You know what I'm
I see
saying?
how we're going. What up, Coach Bailey? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Big shout out to the most high, man. We can't do nothing without God, man. And, you know, I'm appreciative of him being in our life, man. Shout out to my lovely wife, kids, Team Relentless Sports, Virginia Neptunes, Tri Nation Basketball Academy, the Old Regard, man. Big shout out to some of my trainees, man. They're over there doing big things, man. Big shout out to Simon Boyer. 2 weeks ago became the all-time leading scorer at Chatham University in Pittsburgh.
Congratulations.
It's a huge accomplishment for him. Huge accomplishment for Relentless Sports. Big shout out to Jaquez Yao, who got his second overseas contract. Hey, man, just congratulations, man, to these guys, man. They're really putting on, and I'm extremely proud of these guys, man. So congratulations to those guys again, man. Congratulations to them guys. We back, Shonda. We back. I promise you, we back, man. We were gone. We had a layoff, man. But we back, man. What up, Meech? We need them slot burgers you was making on Facebook. We need some samples.
Hey, Shonda.
Slot burgers?
I don't know what the hell he was making. Mud burgers. What they call them? Smash burgers. Smash burgers. That's what they call them. Also, before we jump into the NBA All-Star Weekend, man, Coach Malloy, man, I got a chance to see him. What's it, Sunday? Yesterday. Saw him yesterday in a tough battle at King Peninsula Community College up there at the Outreach Center. And Coach Malloy came out with the W, man. But it was good to see Coach Malloy. It's always good to sit beside Coach Moore, even though I'm just doing the clock. I'm not doing no coaching or nothing up there. I'm just doing the clock. But good to see Coach Moore. Good to see my guys, man. Good friends, good associates, man. Do battle, and it be all love at the end of the game. I ain't gonna get into my rant, but you know that ain't what I normally see out here. So it's good to see two men do battle, shake hands at the end, share love, and move on, man. So. Any words before we get going into this thing?
Nah, let's get into it, man.
All right. Well, as everybody knows, it is All-Star Sunday, and we got a lot to talk about this All-Star weekend. Fellas, first question before we go into the specific events. Is the All-Star weekend broken?
For those who care about the ratings, this is the highest rated All-Star weekend. Mm-hmm. If you care about the ratings, I just found it. Most viewed NBA All-Star. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
I just found that. If you care about the ratings, for me as a fan, I am not a particular fan of it anymore.
Okay.
And I just think that's because it's gotten too gimmicky for me. Chris Paul and Wemby, we're gonna get to that. That was hilarious. It just doesn't feel the same. And I think, as you get older, those events aren't really for people our age. I don't think so. They're not for us. Like I'm 41, Mike 60, stretch my age, and Damo 27. So like I don't think it's for us. I don't think it's for us, and that's why
I just don't understand how we say that the NBA All-Star game. No, let me know because I want to know because he said the All-Star game is gimmicky, but you want the All-Star game gimmicky because the regular season is gimmicky because Bronny James is in the league. That's gimmicky, and we'll talk about that. Bronny James is in real regular season games. That's gimmicky. If you want gimmicks, you want it for the All-Star game. You want it for the All-Star game.
What up, Charles Holly? Appreciate you tuning in.
Go ahead.
I told y'all I don't have any. I'm done with Bronny conversation.
No. But what I'm saying is you say it's gimmicky. And
is Bronny your nephew?
What you want for the All-Star game?
Is Bronny your nephew?
Yes, he's his nephew.
Understand.
They got the same blood running through their veins, yo.
What up,
you want gimmick? You want All-Star? You want gimmick? You want gimmick in the All-Star game? You want props and all that?
Bronny James, your son, or is he LeBron's son?
I just prefer not disingenuous conversations as far as the
it's not disingenuous. It's not a disingenuous. So it's not a disingenuous conversation. It's real. You want it's gimmicky.
I don't think it's.
Hey, listen.
I don't think it's an age thing either. I don't think you got to be a certain age to like the All-Star game. It's like that doesn't make much sense to me. There's people that are all ages. If you're a fan of basketball, you're a fan of basketball. But you want to see it done the right way.
It's an exhibition game, so they're not playing hard, which is fine. They don't have to play hard in an exhibition game, but it's just like again, this game is for them to be honored, and they should be honored. And I won't slander the game at all. I want to push the game forward. I'm just saying, me personally.
Oh, push the game forward. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna come back to that. But let's jump into these events, man. First, we had the skill contest, and for those who did not see it, you missed. See, this is also what I got a problem with. What up, Mo? I got a problem with Chris Paul doing this. Him and Wemby doing this to one of the All-Star events. For those who didn't see it again, they just basically took, instead of shooting the shots, they just took the basketball and just threw them off the rack as fast as they could and moved on to the next obstacle. Pure disrespect. And just made a mockery of the event. Your thoughts?
Go ahead, Mike. Since you king gimmick.
Well. In all fairness, I didn't watch the skills competition with Wing, but I heard a lot of rumblings about it that they cheated. But I needed more in depth in terms of what happened. So that part of the competition I didn't watch. So I defer to you guys that may have watched it.
Basically, they took the balls and instead of acting like they were shooting them, they just tossed them to get through the rack quicker.
This is classic Chris Paul stuff. Chris Paul has been a piece of shit for a long time. So, and I love Chris Paul the player, but I mean, this is just what he does, bro. He's a dirty player. He does underhanded stuff all the time. So it's not surprising that he would do this during the All-Star game as the president or former president or whatever he is of the Players Association. And y'all are trying to resurrect the All-Star weekend. And the first thing you do in the first event is come out and cheat the damn tournament.
Well, to be fair, Wemby did say it was his idea.
Well, no, but see, this is
as a veteran, as his vet, you're supposed to be like, nah, young fella, we're not going to do that.
We're going to do it right. We're going to do it right.
This poor leader, and I'm pretty sure Stretch and Stats will defend this because Stretch and Stats are the ones that said that Chris Paul, he hasn't won the title because he's 6 foot tall. That was their excuse.
Let me not to cut you off real quick, but I want to say this real quick to my Chris Paul thing. There's another guy in the skills competition, and if he would have done this, y'all would have been trying to crucify the guy. If Draymond Green was to have done this, what Chris Paul did, I would have kind of bury him under.
Yo, Walter Brown, appreciate you tuning in, baby.
Yeah, if Draymond was in a skills competition, that's gimmicky. Yeah, that's gimmicky now.
Had this happened to Draymond, if Draymond had did this, y'all would have been rooting for him to get suspended and telling him how he needs mental help and that he's a crazy person.
True. That's true. That's true. I agree with you, Damo.
But you see how y'all pick and choose because you don't like certain people. So I get it.
Chris Paul is a
I'm
shit
still
man.
trying to figure out what
He's a-
Draymond being suspended got
Chris
to do
Paul-
with the
hold on.
skills
Chris Paul's a
competition,
shit man.
Like,
He's a shit man, bro. Chris Paul's a shit man. He is, man. It just goes back to Wake Forest. She's a shit man.
have you met
sorry,
Chris
go ahead.
Paul? Have you met Chris Paul?
Well, you know, they probably went to the same high school down in North Carolina.
In North Carolina, you know what? They
Here we
probably
go.
did.
Another, a North Carolina reference. Here we go. Here we go. He's a shit man. But go ahead. Go ahead.
How was he that? How was he that?
Hey, he hitting people in the nuts. The stuff he did, like, come on, like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. He didn't learn his lesson when old boy clocked him. Who's the guy that put Brandon Ingram?
Rondo put two on.
Rondo. Yeah, Rondo clocked him. He ain't learned his lesson, man. But go ahead, Stretch. Go ahead and defend Chris Paul.
Other than Chris Paul being a shit of a veteran, and you know, all that stuff, man. There was another event right after that point contest, and just as a note, your girl Dom Cece declined to do the challenge between her and Steph Curry. How do you feel about that before we get into the real contest?
I think I guess I understand what they're trying to do. I guess I guess they don't want it. The women don't want them to use their brand. I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's classless. I think all the stuff that the NBA has done for the women's game, the WNBA, and the fact that they would decline, both people would decline. I think Sabrina and CC.
Yeah, Sabrina did as well. Now Sabrina is playing in the unrivaled league that's still going on. So I don't know if that had any bearing on it or not.
No, it didn't. They wanna make sure that they're bringing all the attention to their game. Which, I mean, y'all can't come do the NBA a favor. All the stuff that they do for you, they give you money, like they support your game, and this is what you do. You smack them in the face. But of course.
So hold on, look. So they wanted CC and Steph to
do the shootout like last year. Sabrina Ionescu and Steph.
They wanted all. They wanted four of them to do it. They wanted Steph, Caitlin Clark, Sabrina, I think Klay Thompson too. So.
Yeah,
and CC could decline.
Yeah,
yes,
they both decline. So,
as she should have declined. As she should have. And it's got nothing to do with that Steph is a better shooter than her, which is obvious. But Damo, you know all the hate that CC has been getting since she got in the league. Now they're going to say, well, okay, all these shooters in WNBA history or the past 7, 8 years, why CC? It's going to garner more hate for her. So I appreciate her saying, no, I decline. And as far as the NBA, there's a lot of other eligible shooters that could have challenged Steph Curry, but I know that CC, you know what I'm saying, holds the weight. But I respect her decision on that. Because it's going to come on more hate.
You know what, though? To all the Caitlin Clark haters, I don't even care about them. Man, fuck them. Forget them. Who cares?
I agree with you.
Let them brew.
I agree with you.
Let them be mad. Who cares?
I agree with you.
Why y'all hating this girl? Let's call it what it is. Y'all don't like her because she white. That's all it is.
He tearing up some black ass too out there. She is. This is the truth. It's the truth.
The 3-point contest was won by Tyler Hero. How do y'all feel about this? He defeated guys. Buddy Hield had a hot start to the contest, man. But 3-point contest, Tyler Hero's your champ. How y'all feel about that?
Happy, like he made some legit changes to his game this year.
What up, Kurt?
And I'm happy.
Kurt, what up?
I'm happy that he's getting more recognized. He switched the shot diet, a lot fewer mid-ranges, a lot more threes. And that culminated in him winning the 3-point competition. So congrats to him.
I'm happy for Tyler. I'm happy for him.
I am too. He's the new face of the other Miami Heat. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, he's one of those stars that's ascending. He's probably, I don't know, you guys can tell me. I don't know if he's on that second tier.
No.
He's not. Okay. But I'm asking. That's why I said I'm asking you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you guys. Didn't I say that? I said I'm gonna ask you guys. Hold on,
man.
Here we go.
Damo, that's your guy.
That was Scotty Barnes moment.
hey, Damo, that's your guy. So what I'm
I
saying
love
is,
Hero, man. Hero is my guy.
He's the face of Miami right now.
Yep.
Him and Bam. They 1-2 punch. What I'm saying is, for him to win this, eyes on him. He's gonna keep climbing.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. He's gonna keep climbing. You know, I ain't saying
Well, that's what the All-Star game and the events are for the stars. You know, this is where stars are made at, per se. You know what I'm saying? You get events like this and then playoff performances, like I was saying earlier. Tate Tuck said the 3-point contest should have at least one more round. What do y'all think about that?
How many people are in it?
6, I believe. 6 or 8. Yes.
I think it's 8. One more round is a lot for 8 people. So unless you add what, 2 more people, and you got enough shooters for that. But
you know what I think? I
2 hours, please.
I want your guys' opinion on this though. I think like even with the dunk contest we're about to talk about, the 3-point contest, I want to see guys that are snipers from 3. I want to see Steph in there. Give me another 3-point shooter. I want to see guys that can shoot the leather off the ball. I mean, Buddy Hield's a good shooter.
Well, Dame was there. Dame was there.
No, Buddy Hield's better than a good shooter. But Buddy Hield's a great shooter.
But I'm just saying, you want the big man. You want Steph. You want Dame. You want guys. You want Clay. You want guys. You want guys that's known for shooting the ball. I think big names bring the attention. And I think that's what's wrong with the All-Star game, because you ain't got a lot of big names participating in these events.
Hey, Hollywood, here's my thought. You can, quote unquote, correct the All-Star game, even though it had high ratings. The events were a little off. I think these events should only be participated in by the All-Stars that have been selected to play in the game.
I like that.
I think the problem, though, fundamentally, because remember when we were kids, not you, Mike, you were a teenager, but when we were kids, like the All-Star game was used as a vehicle to stardom, right? Mm-hmm. But now you don't really need that. We got social media, we got League Pass, you can see the games. It's not really as much of a vehicle, which is why I think the stars don't participate in it as much as they used to. Because it's not a vehicle anymore. We got more access than we ever had. Like we could see, like we couldn't watch a lot of Heat games back then, Stretch. We couldn't.
Right.
Now you can get League Pass and we can see Tyler Hero. Right. As long as you're not in a market, you can see a Tyler Hero. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So that's why I think that it's not the star vehicle that it should be. And we're gonna get to the dunk contest in the winter, but has it really propelled his star?
Well, I won't go there because Matt McClung shouldn't even be allowed to participate in the contest, even though he saved it. The man ain't played no NBA games. Okay. He just has.
Well, he played an NBA game.
Come on, man.
It's definitely increased his stardom, though, because
it hasn't. Has it made anybody give him a guaranteed contract to play NBA games?
Not as a player.
For the record, he's on a 2-way contract.
I'm not talking about
going 2-way, but 1-way in the G League.
I'm not talking about on an NBA team. I'm just meaning like his stardom and as a.
Yes, he does, Kurt. He got paid $342,000
as a celebrity. He got
excuse me, Stretch.
He got a
band of Stretch because I do want to say something about Matt McClung. I want you to change the banner. I want to say something. Change up. We go talk about the dunk contest. Change the banner. I gotta say something. Okay. It's still on 3-point contest. We changing the subject.
There we go.
Let's go. Dunk contest. Matt McClung. Congratulations to him. But I'm going to say something. This may be controversial. I'm going to say something.
Oh boy.
Matt McClung. Best dunker NBA history. Best dunker. All-Star game.
I mean, that's not far-fetched, actually.
Listen,
if you're being honest.
Okay, I'm just okay.
That's
I
not
get on by saying
far-fetched.
crazy stuff.
It's not far-fetched, but the
That's
problem
not
is
far-fetched, man.
the reason why you can jump to that conclusion is because we've been getting poor performances for the past 5 years. Zach LaVine, his little 2.5, 3-year run that he had,
and Eric going because he
and correct, they're dunkers. Like, and Eric didn't even win the event. He never won it.
right.
And
Eric
by
was
far
saying-
had some of the best dunks we've ever seen in our life.
Had a 2-year run that was crazy. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Insane. And then Vince Carter had the one year that he was in the contest. His dunks are still being duplicated. You know what I'm saying? Like
that real 360 that he did, that might still today be the best dunk I've ever seen in my my god.
Ever seen, bro.
Come on, Vince Carter.
God, when he did,
Yeah.
it wasn't in Oakland, right? I think it was in Oakland. He
did a real 360.
Not a fake one, not where you already spinning when you leave the ground. He jumped straight up,
I think
all
the
the
best
way
dunk.
around.
I think the best dunk of all time right now is Matt McClung jumping over the car.
That's
the
up
best
there.
dunk of all time.
It's
It is.
up there.
It has to be.
It's up there for sure.
It's up there. Absolutely.
It's up there.
One of the things he did that don't get a lot of credit was the one he took the ball out the dude's hand and touched the rim.
And then dunked it. That was insane.
Now I'm gonna tell you, my guy Castle from the Spurs.
He did he was crazy dunk.
He threw it over the back, threw it to the backboard, and that was
East
nasty.
Bay. Yeah, that was tough.
Are you talking about the way he threw it off the side of the back, the Andre Iguodala dunk?
Yeah, and that was nasty.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
So he
I also like the
well.
one when he threw it through the rim, like the bank shot. He caught it and did the East Bay. That was crazy.
That was it. Yep. He showed himself well.
That was crazy.
And another thing too, Matt McClung, all his dunks, first attempt, successful.
Yeah.
Yep. That was good too.
He
but
cleared
you know what I like about? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Damo.
He cleared the top of a car.
Yeah.
Did a backwards dunk, bro. Yeah. Not the hood of the car.
He cleared the top of the car with somebody hanging out the joint.
Out the car.
Even higher. Right.
Out the car.
Right.
And
somebody hanging out the car, bro.
For those who don't know, Matt McClung is only 6'2".
No, he's not. He's not even 6'2".
I don't think he's 6'2".
He's like
I think it might be 5'11".
Well, he's listed as 6'2". He could possibly be shorter, but he's listed. I think he's listed as 6'2".
See, look. There go my issue right there. That's it. That's my issue right there.
I mean, that's a good point. He's a professional.
That is a great point.
Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
It's real, Mike.
We're not gonna do that.
He is a professional dunker. He's like a little professional. He is.
You Google Matt McClung. He's been on the NBA roster.
No, I mean he's not a professional dunker. He just can jump, bro. He's been a legitimate basketball player at each level for a long time, bro.
Right. He went to Texas Tech. He went to Georgetown.
He's not a good NBA player. He's not a good NBA player. He's a great G League player.
He's better than
He's a great G League player. He was the G League Rookie of the Year.
Most of the guys that are in the dunk contest as of late aren't good NBA players either. They might be on a roster. Jericho
Jackson.
Jackson.
That's pretty good.
Only one that has playing time. I don't know about Jackson. I think he may be getting some time, but Castle, he's the only one that's getting it.
Castle, that's it.
He's getting considerable minutes. He's getting, big time minutes. He's getting big time minutes.
Jericho Sims was in it last year. He's not an NBA roster, but he ain't good.
He ain't good.
But that's why I said again, you want to fix this weekend, these events can only be participated in by the guys that's scheduled to play on Sunday night. Now, I think you fix it. I mean,
I don't know if that's fair. Spud Webb got in the dunk contest. I don't think he ever made an All-Star game. Harold Miner,
but he was a gimmick. 5'7" short man.
He wasn't an All-Star when he got in. When he did.
Who?
Right. But listen, I'm not saying like this
is. You mean that they should be on an NBA team? Is what you're saying?
No. I want him in the game on Sunday.
No, he said, yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to be logical. That's not going to
Why
work.
not?
Because it's not enough. Because a lot of them might not even be. A lot of them aren't even really dunkers for real. Look at who's on the team.
So here's the thing. So Donovan Mitchell is pretty athletic.
He's done
who?
Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
He's done one before. He's been
won one. He won it in 2018. He won.
Right. But this is what I'm saying. Like guys like him, this isn't far fetched. I would even stretch it out to the rising stars. So Scott was a rising star. stretching out the.
He's in it.
But all these other guys, no, hell no. No.
But I mean, that's a precedent that's never been set, though. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. Adam Silver want to do all these other dumbass rule changes and tinker with stuff. Look, do something that people actually want to see. We want to see John Morant in a damn dunk contest.
But Stretch, I think the problem, Stretch, is these guys, these professional athletes, these guys, these max guys, superstar guys, they got egos. Can you imagine? If LeBron was in a dunk contest in his prime and he loses, how much attention he will get if he loses?
Who put it in the contract?
Who?
Because owners some other
LeBron.
Stuff. Listen, I'm trying.
I mean, so you're not gonna play because you're scared to lose?
No, but I'm not saying.
No,
I know LeBron's a liar.
That's part of the reason
we
why.
know that.
I think that's one of the reasons why he hasn't done it.
Which I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. But who wants to be criticized all the time? Like I that's one thing to me. I can't stand that. Why do we want other people to be endlessly criticized, bro? Like that's dumb to me. Like, because let's be honest, we don't celebrate these events anymore. Like, we killed Jaylen Brown last year. We asked for a star to be in the dunk contest, and we absolutely excoriated him.
Because he bombed it, man. You can't do something like that. And then,
I mean, come on, man. Jaylen Brown's a star.
Why would you talk?
Oh yeah. So now you on the Jaylen. Man, you killed Jaylen Brown religiously.
And he's still a star.
I think I'm the only Jaylen Brown supporter on this panel.
I mean, but you operate on either one side or the other, and there's a gray area. Jaylen Brown's a very good player. I'm just not a fan, but he's still a star in the league, and he got killed.
Because he was terrible.
You're terrible. You're terrible.
Again, I don't understand
because you're a star. You got in it. Like, no, you got to do something too, bro.
I just don't operate under the premise that, not saying that we shouldn't critique his performance, but we all know that it goes way beyond that. We all know.
Yes, it is, Mr. Davis. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Like LeBron, we don't want him in. We obviously don't want him in it now, but 10, 15 years ago when he said he was going to be in it, I mean, I think that he could have done it, and I think he would have won it. I think he could have won. Like,
he should have just did it.
I don't know. You know, LeBron, my guy, but I don't know with them two-hand jams and power one-hand jams.
Have you ever seen LeBron? Have you ever seen LeBron in warm-ups in Miami?
Yeah, but all he does it.
LeBron,
all he does is he throws the ball up. He spins around. That shit ain't gonna win.
What do you say, Mike? Power jam. One hand, two hand power jam.
He's a Antonio Daniels 2.0. Antonio Daniels, he ain't never ever done a windmill. Antonio Daniels. Look at Antonio Daniels dunk Rio. All one hand jams.
You mean a guard, Antonio Daniels?
That's all he does is one hand jams. That's all he does.
Are you talking about 6'4" guard Antonio Daniels?
All he does is one hand jams. That's it.
One hand jams.
That's it. Two hands or one hand jam? Really, one hand jam. But go ahead.
My God.
He might be my top 10 dynamic duo. He might be on there.
So now let's talk about All-Star 2025 actual game that's being played right now. Somebody tell me what the hell this is. First of all, can I start? Game after this, another game? Like, help me out. I'm confused.
So here's the thing, right?
It's a tournament.
So we get upset because
a one-day tournament, like NBA players. I'm confused.
Hold on. But see, we get upset because Adam Silver in the league said, "Hey, we even talk about it. The game was not as serious. 190 to 185. What is Adam Silver to do? You know, we tried it the other way. Well, I think what they had, was it last year or 2 years ago? Stats in the fourth quarter, they reset the points. First one,
they did the Elam ending, and then they stopped it. I don't understand why.
So what is Adam Silver to do? You gotta be creative. You gotta try to do something.
The Elam ending was actually good.
So what are you going to
really good?
Elam ending was actually really good.
And guys started playing for real. I don't know, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
but this doesn't feel like it. Like this ain't it.
This doesn't feel like this is the answer.
Right. What about 3-on-3? Like the big three? What about something like that?
No.
See. I mean, but see, no
If you're
matter
gonna
what.
do that, man, let's
So,
just.
so what do you suggest then?
Scrap the game and send them dudes home.
Stop. No.
Scrap the game.
West.
No,
Go
you can't do
east
that.
west.
You can't do
You
that.
can lower the quarters to 10-minute quarters, and do the fourth. That's it. That's it.
Scrap the game, man. Scrap the game. Like,
Man, it mean, like I said, eventually when the NBA get themselves together, this will be an engine to drive your stars to the casual fans.
What about the world? What about the world versus the top NBA All Stars? Jokic, Giannis.
I think they did that one year.
The world versus the US.
Is there enough world talent?
Yes. Is there enough? Let's say
yes,
talent.
it is. Yes,
They're
absolutely.
doing that right. They're doing that right
yes,
now.
it is.
They're doing that in this
Where?
game. They have a global star team, which is
Okay.
all the
Yes, Cat, Pascal, SGA,
Pascal, Giannis.
But I mean, literally get the whole world
Donovan
versus the top NBA All
Trey
Stars.
Young
Just do it that
replacement,
way.
so they were supposed to be on the team.
Gotcha.
For the other guys.
Do you think the money? Do you think if they raise the purse or the money, you think that would matter or no? Could they make too much money anyway?
I don't know. Maybe.
What a minute.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
But they used to give the MVP a car.
Yeah, but they driving fucking Bentleys and
Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what the millionaire MVP is gonna do with a Kia. So.
Right.
Right.
LeBron not playing in the All-Star game. This a big deal or not?
Go ahead, Damo. Go ahead and kill him.
Don't you start your stuff.
You said say that again?
LeBron not playing in the All-Star game. For those who didn't know, he gave the NBA 2 hours.
I think that you said, is it hurting the game? Is that what you said?
Let's do it all. Let's do it all.
A big deal. I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal. I don't like it. I actually, if he's hurt, then he's hurt. I just don't like the way that he's going about it. Like,
right.
Usually how it's done is if you're not playing, you're not playing. They find somebody to replace you, and you still show up, and you can still be there. Just like Giannis, he's there. He was dressed. He's not playing. He's dressed.
Right.
But it's like, bro, and then you come out here in fucking street clothes, which I don't have a problem with that either. But I just don't like how you went about it. Like you tell him the day of, like, oh, I'm not playing. Like to me, everything with LeBron has to be in dramatic fashion. It has to and then like I don't know why everybody's always critiquing or talking about me. Like, bro, you want this. You want to be the center of attention all the time. Because you wouldn't have done that. Because if you would have told them on Thursday or Wednesday or whatever that you weren't playing, then they could at least got a replacement for you. And just showed up. But you gotta make an entrance. You know, you're not gonna show up till Sunday evening, and miss all the weekend festivities. Nobody does that with LeBron. It has to be in fashion. Everything has to be a cinema with LeBron for some reason. I just don't understand it, bro. Like, why do you always have to be bigger than the program?
Want me to go stats or you want to go?
I'll go. He's going to be the center of attention regardless of what he does. If he said that he won't play, then there would have been a million think pieces about why he's not playing. So as long as the media covers him this way and some of his actions too, it's always going to be like that. So I don't think, regardless of what he does, that's going to be said. As far as does it hurt the game, I don't think it's a huge deal like Damo, but I do think when you still got the face of the league not playing in this game, that's going to hurt some of the bottom line because a lot of people who are tuning in for LeBron aren't going to tune in. You feel what I'm saying? So on that perspective, it will hurt it. I mean, personally, I'm extremely indifferent to it. I'm not.
Yeah. I know you would be okay with it. I got an issue with it, and it's because of how he did it. Again, day of call out. Don't give the NBA a chance to get a replacement in there. And again, these all-star selections and odds and all that stuff, man, when we start talking about where players rank at when their career is all said and done, people throw out all-star appearances, all-star MVPs. Now, whether you like it or not, is it no matter to me, but that's what they do. So you took another opportunity away from somebody else who was deserving. Just like you took another opportunity away from somebody that was deserving to be the second round pick, 55th overall selection in the NBA draft. So again, this is LeBron doing LeBron stuff. And quite frankly, I'm sick of it. And when is somebody going to stand up and say, LeBron, what you're doing isn't right? I'm sick of it. And I've also heard that he sold AD ass up the river. Now, hey, these are the things that's been circulating around. Okay, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But is it that far fetched to say that he didn't?
Absolutely not.
Now, is it my go?
Please, Mike.
Wasn't you buffoons that just said the All-Star game is a little gimmicky, right? It's a little gimmicky, right?
I didn't say that.
Okay, but you was thinking it.
Yes, only stat said that.
Okay, so the All-Star game is gimmicky, right? LeBron James plays in.
Kurt, I'm gonna get to that in 1 second. Kurt.
LeBron James plays in every meaningful game there is in his 20-year. Oh, let me finish. In his 20-year career, doesn't cheat the game. So if you're gonna miss a game, why not miss the game in the All-Star game?
I don't mind you missing the game.
Let me rock. Number two, when you got guys like Joel Embiid that was in the Olympics, signed the extension, but now he can't play. But we want to talk about LeBron James missing the All-Star game. This is what you try to tell me.
What I am telling you is how he did it. I don't mind him missing the All-Star game. Yeah, stars miss the All-Star game all the time because of injury.
How did Embiid do it? He went to the Olympics, didn't do it worth a damn. Then he signed the extension, and then he said, "I'm not going to play back-to-backs no more." And he only played about 15 games all year. Come on, man.
Well, we're not talking about Joel Embiid right now. We already know Joel Embiid.
What I'm saying is
Joel Embiid needs to be in prison for theft. We know this already.
It's just the hypocrisy that we're talking about LeBron. This is an All-Star game. That's all it is.
Right. But how he did it.
Right.
He did it.
It's not about him not playing.
The only thing I push back on is y'all would have had a comment anyway, regardless of how he did it.
I don't think so. I wouldn't.
We didn't say anything last year when he did this, when he came and played in the game and said he wasn't going to play a whole lot because of his foot. When we said anything,
so hold on.
But the difference is because he still played.
Are we questioning the legitimacy of his injury?
No, I think he's hurt.
I mean, if
he's 40, he's 40, whatever. I think he's hurt. I think he's hurt all the time.
So what about there's a thing called late game scratch because he probably thought he could play. Hold on, you're a coach. Is there such thing as a late game scratch?
Absolutely.
How are you a late game scratch in a fucking?
Hold on, Damo. You play ball. You know there's such thing as a late game scratch.
And you a late game scratch in an All-Star game? So
absolutely. Why not?
You are. If you're that hurt, you're putting yourself out there to be like, oh,
go ahead, Stretch. I'll let you go. Go ahead, Stretch.
Look, all I'm saying is this, man. This is an exhibition game, like Seth said earlier. This is an exhibition game that doesn't mean anything. So if you know you're hurt, just tell the people.
Right. You're not pushing.
You could have did it yesterday. You could have did it the day before. Like, we're talking about the NBA, man. They could have called somebody in to get a replacement. Again, these things matter when you talk about legacy and career path. These things matter when you talk about getting paid, contracts. These things matter. So
is it possible those Stretch? Is it possible that he tried? That he said, "Okay, let me see."
What he called the NBA?
No. What I'm
he
saying.
He sent a text message. They ain't go through. He sent an email. Ain't nobody read it.
What I'll say to that, Mike, is I hear what you're saying. But what I'll say to that is, you're not gonna push to play in an exhibition game if you know you're hurt. There's no, oh, I'm gonna see if I can get healthy for this All-Star game in a couple days. Like, nah, man, if you hurt, you're gonna sit. Just let us know. Like, yo, we understand. I mean, I would understand if LeBron called, if I'm Adam Silver or whoever is in charge of the
Greg said he's been on the injury report for 2 months, but he's still been playing. That's the point I'm saying, Mr. Davis. That's the point I'm saying.
Right.
He's been on the injury report for 2 months.
And I'm telling you,
and he's been playing.
I have no issue with sitting. I got no issue with it. Just give up the spot and let somebody else have it.
What if they would have given it up to Bronny? You'd have been mad?
Oh man, see,
I'm asking.
We're winning the argument. We're winning the argument. You guys and stuff like that.
Ask my question. He said, "Give it up." He said, "Give it up."
Give it up.
Somebody who's deserving, man.
Give it up, Bronny.
Accent. That's a storyline for your ass right there.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just saying, man. That the way he did it is in typical LeBron fashion. And like I said, I'm sick of it. I'm tired.
So he stole the headlines.
Always. That's what he does.
I told you everything's got to be in dramatic fashion, man.
Everything he does is going to do that. That's because I again.
No, but he claims, but everyone claims that we shouldn't be covering him like that. But then he wants this attention, bro.
And what I'm saying is, it doesn't literally matter what he does. Do y'all remember?
I understand what you're saying. It's like, it doesn't matter what he does.
Hold on, and I'm going to give a prime example. And Stretch, I'm not being funny when I say this. You remember Kobe's funeral when there was a big fuss about him not being on camera? Do you remember that? Why
we got to bring Kobe up, bro?
I don't remember that.
You guys,
I ain't saying that bad about Kobe.
Every time we say something about LeBron,
listen,
Kobe, bro.
No, I'm not speaking about. I'm not comparing them to. I'm talking about.
Okay.
Remember, I'm speaking specifically about how it was a big fuss because he wasn't on camera. You remember that?
I don't remember that, but I'm with you.
That was a whole thing. Like, oh, you're not supporting your friend. So my point is, it literally doesn't matter what he does. The attention's always going to be on him. Is it possible that he's also an attention whore too? I give you that, Damo. What I'm also saying is, it doesn't matter what he does. There's always going to be attention on him as long as he's playing.
I got a question for you, Stats, real fast. This past summer, Kendrick Lamar took the world over with his diss song. Not Like Us, right? And he had a concert and wherever it was, Compton, LA, whatever it was. What was possessing LeBron to try to get on that stage?
You know why? You know what was possessing him? Because he can't fucking help himself.
See, again, the standard that he's held to is crazy. This man can't,
question, bro.
He can't party. I don't understand, bro.
You come to party to a man stomping your homeboy out. Come on, what are we talking about?
You know what? Okay, so let's have this conversation because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it.
Mike, am I tripping, bro?
to one of your good friends getting stomped out on stage, and you want to be seen so bad. This one out there.
This loyalty stuff got to stop because
also he was good friends with DeMar DeRozan too. He was on there too, but we don't say nothing about that
at all.
DeMar DeRozan and Drake were great friends.
Who?
They were great friends.
What it was?
DeMar DeRozan and Drake.
They not better friends.
I don't think they were on the level of him and LeBron, but even that they made a big deal about that too, though. Like,
so I got a question. I got a question for you, Stats. It just came into my on my Facebook.
That's true.
They said, so Stats, if someone did something or did a song about Stretch, would you try to go on stage and dance?
I can't dance, so no, I wouldn't.
Oh, so now you know where y'all stand, bro. Now you know where y'all stand.
I just said no. I wouldn't go up there. I just said that.
You ain't say no
because you can't dance.
You can't dance.
No, I'm not right.
Okay, look, I'm sick of this entire conversation. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people want loyalty. Drake won't think about nobody else when he was talking about that man's family. It's a rap battle. Stuff happens in rap battles. So if you don't want, it's music. That's it to me. It's music. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. It's music to me. Now,
Okay.
if you're in a rap battle, and we all know how rap battles go, just
real quick, stat. And I hate to cut
I'm
you
gonna
off.
let Stats finish because I have something to say.
I want to hear you finish though. But here's my only rebuttal to this: if Drake didn't care and he thought it was just a rap battle, why would he release the fact through academics that LeBron was joining him on these 2-man missions in Canada?
I don't understand what that has to do with anything. No, we know why he did it. We know why. We know why he did that.
But let me say something to you, Stats.
Okay,
I just this. Hold on one second.
No, I'm with you. Go ahead. Finish, Stats.
This thing with loyalty is a two-way street, right?
Okay.
You cannot talk about another man's family. Talking about Kendrick Lamar now, right?
Okay.
The reason why Drake is upset, allegedly, he hasn't said anything himself. So these are other people, speculating.
Yeah.
But people are speculating he's upset because people are dancing to him, calling him a pedophile.
Yes.
Right. You weren't thinking about you weren't thinking about anything else. You weren't thinking about anything when you was talking about this man's family. You know how rap battles go. So all of a sudden, I'm not supposed to listen to good music because you brought up this man's family? Stop. I'm tired of it.
Okay.
I'm tired of it, bro.
So
like it really. I'm sorry, Damo.
Where you coming from? I actually understand where you're coming from.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Drake has every right to
feel
No, because I think now we're being a tad bit disingenuous. For one, I will say that the first person that brought family into it was actually Kendrick Lamar. That's for one, and then for two, if you're talking about loyalty and saying, "Oh, it's just music," well, if that was the case, then why did LeBron jump in and weigh in on the Pusha T stuff when he had Drake on the shop? You didn't jump. You didn't go out. You wasn't performing you wasn't trying to perform and jump on the bandwagon for the Pusha T stuff, and that was big too.
Did Pusha T have a pop out? Did Pusha T have a pop out?
I didn't say he had a pop out, but he had opportunities to where he probably could have joined him and recorded himself listening to the song and all this, that, and the third. He could have done that, but he had Drake on the shop and it was defending. But that's what I'm saying. Like now, all of a sudden, you trying to run on stage to him getting this now. I mean, like, come on, bro.
Running on stage is
crazy.
I
don't see how people don't see anything. How that's not odd. Like, I don't understand that, bro. And then you try to say it's because Drake was talking about the man's family. Well, I mean, he talked about the man's son first, bro. Y'all act like Drake started the beef.
I didn't say he started the beef. I'm just saying I understand how rap battles go. And again, I like good music. I wouldn't, again, y'all know how loyal I am to y'all. So I wouldn't do anything disloyal to y'all.
I certainly hope not, man.
Well, all we heard was you're not gonna go up there if somebody distrust because you can't dance. I mean, we didn't give a definitive no.
Well, y'all can think what y'all want. I'm not defending myself on that. Either way.
All right. Well, get ready, Stats, because here go your defense time. It is now time for Stats social media life lessons. Stats. Take it away, buddy.
They didn't. No, I don't want to be on the full screen by myself.
No,
I don't want to be on the full screen by myself.
This is your segment, man.
Listen, I made a social media post and I stand by what I said. Like, the Dank Demar situation is disgusting. It's disgusting, and it's less about her weight and more about the lack of entitlement and accountability. I watched some of the Breakfast Club interview. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it.
What up, Ashley? What up, Sean Pete?
And apparently she has a thyroid issue, which is understandable. You got a medical issue, okay, that's fine. That being said, and I drive Lyft, so I'm speaking from experience, and I would say, and I'm gonna say what I would do in that situation. I told them already.
Background. Yep.
I told them already. I said for me, I would do everything I could to accommodate her. I also said that if there was not a way that I could realistically fit her in my car, I'm going to ask her to cancel and I'm going to go on about my business. I said that. Y'all can vouch that I said that. I also
she
told
said
y'all,
she was gonna get fired. Then what?
hey, God got a better plan for me. Like I also said that I had somebody who was high calorie in my car and my brake calipers messed up.
And that's fucking insane because me and Damo came to the conclusion you just had bad brake work.
No.
and you want to blame it on someone.
Man, I'm not even getting into that shit, man.
But what y'all don't
at all.
On that, bro.
but what y'all don't understand at all, this is what the PSIs are in the car. One weight in one place, like one weight in one place, that's gonna mess up the car more than if weight is distributed all around.
Well, stop getting them slick 50s. Stop going to them used tire places.
Either way, though, like that, whether they're slick 50s or not, that's still my car, and I still have to drive 50s. It, and I still have to drive it outside of her. So again, or them, whoever it was, I'm not gonna say the person's name, obviously. So for me, it's the lack of accountability. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like you still have to control your weight. You have to control it. You have to.
But how is it entitlement?
Because of the expectation that he's supposed to let you in your car, and he's saying that you can't fit.
Well, the thing is, the reason she expects to get in the car is because she's paying for a service. Tell me on an Uber or Lyft contract that says because of your weight you cannot get in the car. Tell me that.
It doesn't say that, but what it does say,
that's my point though. So it's not entitlement.
No, it is. You didn't let me finish, and that's what I'm saying. From my experience driving Lyft, you can decline. You don't have to accept people. You don't have to.
That's not true. That's not true. Once you accept that ride, you do. Now you don't. Hold on, Stats. You can cancel, but that does affect your rating too.
Right, but that's still that's fine. But that still doesn't mean you can't cancel it though.
I just
that still doesn't mean that.
So Stats, I want to this entitlement. What? I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get that.
I think because you put in a case against Lyft because you felt entitled to his car when he clearly said, hey, you don't fit in my car. We saw the car. And he's probably thinking, I don't want to speak for him, but what a logical person would think, if she's in my car, it's possible that she's going to mess up my car. That's insane.
Yeah, Greg's stupid.
That's insane. That's insane. I'm not going there, but I think the entitlement shows from you doing a lawsuit from Lyft for me, because you expect people to accommodate your weight when you're.
Well, she was discriminated. She was discriminated against. I'm sorry, Stas. Go ahead.
Okay, no, I understand that. I'm not going to speak to how she feels. I'm not going to speak to that. However, I think one thing that we have to understand is it's nobody else's job to manage your shit but you. We got to understand that. And that's physical issues, that's mental, that's emotional, that's everything. Yes, you want people to be understanding and you want people to be accommodating, but why would he be accommodating at the cost of potentially damaging his car? In addition to that, for the Breakfast Club interview, they had to bring a sectional out for her. And she joked and said, yes, this is what I mean by accommodating.
But see, hold on. Accommodating has nothing to do with her. It has all to do with the person that's being accommodating. That doesn't mean that she's entitled. If I know a person has a weight issue and I bring a couch out for her, that's all on me. That's because I'm readily aware.
But she said when she had the regular chair out, she came out was like, I ain't got no bigger chairs than this.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you, Dom.
Well,
I don't like that, man.
Thank you.
But again, I understand. But again, it's all about whether or not the Breakfast Club told to be accommodating. They didn't have to bring the section out. They didn't have to. They didn't have to.
Okay, so Mike, what should they have
Well, they were
done?
trying to make her feel. They were
Huh?
trying to make her feel comfortable.
What should they have done?
Right.
Well, if they didn't want to bring the chair out, but again they did, so they could have just said, "Hey, well, we don't have a sectional. We don't have X, Y, and Z. This is all that we have."
Okay,
and if she
then
chose
what?
if she chose to decline, then there's no interview. Then there's no interview. Breakfast Club don't need her. They're already a big enough show. They don't need her.
But I don't
They
think
don't
they,
need a storyline.
I don't think they want to be like that either. I mean,
No, they don't. That's what I'm
being
saying.
nice.
Being accommodating has less to do with the person and more to do with the person that's trying to be accommodating.
But
So
that
again,
still doesn't change the fact of her expectation, Mike. That
Right.
doesn't change that.
We're talking about her attitude. She had an attitude.
That's my entire point. It's less about her weight and more about in the lack of accountability, bro. Like, what we doing?
but
Like,
she's a thyroid problem, Stats. It's a medical issue.
I understand that, but you still
What,
have
what that got to do with her attitude, though?
right.
I mean, attitude. Okay, attitude probably is a little bit, sketchy. But again, she does have a medical issue. She's a thyroid problem.
Now, you know, Mike, you work for Verizon. A lot of call centers have something. I think somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's ADA, like Americans with Disabilities Act. Those people have to accommodate for people with disabilities. Me and my car don't. The Breakfast Club don't. So my point is, with the attitude, you're expecting people to do that. That's where the entitlement comes from. You expect people to do that.
I think if you here's my retort to that. If you have an interview with her at the Breakfast Club, they know her weight. They know her weight. They know she's over 400 pounds, and she says, "Hey, you know that I'm coming on. You know what the subject matter is about the Lyft, the Uber. I can't fit in the car. So my thing is, and I understand it. You bring out a little chair, knowing that I'm 400 or 500 pounds. So you're saying, oh, she's entitled, but
that's not a little chair. That's the chair that all the guests have.
No. But come on, let's not do that. But what the point I'm making is,
I'm being serious.
The point I'm making is that you know why she was coming on there to talk about, but you're going to talk about weight. So why would you bring a chair that's only fit for a normal person? Like what we doing?
A little person or a regular size person?
That don't make sense.
See, all right, bro. But again, you're in.
The life lesson is this.
I'm being dead serious. If we're having a
let's summarize the life lesson, Stats, so we can go get into this KD debate.
I just think that
yeah.
The lesson here is, at least for me, first of all, I hope that young lady can get healthy. We saw Lizzo lose a lot of weight. Thank you, Tay Tuck. She could have done that too. Lizzo lost a lot of weight and got healthy. Obesity has been promoted. Be yourself. Being bigger is fine. I was bigger. I get it. But we're getting to the age where you got to be healthy, and carrying a lot of extra weight is unhealthy. That's the most important thing, right?
There we go. Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Try to be as healthy as possible. If you don't take anything else from what I said,
just be
as healthy as possible.
Just be kind. Just be kind.
Okay.
Just be
kind.
Also,
lastly,
the last lesson is, whatever your issues are, that's your job to manage that. It's nobody else's. You can if people are understanding and accommodating, that's one thing, but that's your job to manage that. Nobody else's.
That is true. That is very true, Stats. So take care of your damn business. And she could have just paid for a damn Uber XL.
Thank you.
KD legacy debate. All week, Kevin Durant's been in the sports news. Kevin Durant recently surpassed 30,000 points, and a lot of people have been trying to place him in these all-time lists. Some people had him as close as somewhere in the top 10, somewhere around 6, 7, 8. But on most sports shows, they had him somewhere between 16 and 20. Is KD's legacy a hot topic debate? Number one. And then number two, are we overrating KD? Number three, is it fair to say that his career has been underachieving? I give you guys the floor.
Let's let the resident warrior expert take the floor
I I think KD is an all-time great player. If you have him top 10, I'm not mad at that. If you don't, I'm not mad at it either. I think KD does. As a basketball player, I definitely think he does get disrespected at times. I think people go a little overboard on him.
Way too much.
But I would say that some of this stuff, I think KD also gets babied as well. There's it seems to be always everyone else, always everyone else's fault. There's always a lot of finger pointing for some reason. I don't blame him for not wanting to come back here because he wasn't appreciated by the Warriors. Third, the Warriors love him. The fans love him. I love him when he's there. I don't get this thing of, well, they want him to be treated like Stephen Curry, bro. I mean, I don't know. Even LeBron's not treated like Dwayne Wade in Miami. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you want from that. I just think that people make all these excuses for him because he made bad decisions. You chose to leave. It didn't work out. You thought you were bigger than the program. It is what it is, bro. Like, you don't want to run it back. And Steve Kerr is trying to grandma baby him all. I could understand why he doesn't want to come back because the media, they killed him for it, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. No, he doesn't want to come back because KD be on some hoe shit, bro. Like, let's just put it in. Be a hoe, bro. Like, you jealous of Steph. You don't say you took shots at the Warriors. You took shots at Steph on social media, liking certain things about him, bad things about him. You had stuff to say about Steve Kerr and the way he coached at times. I mean, like, bro, at some point when you gonna get off the whole shit, bro? You ruined shit in I'm not gonna say you ruined it, but you played a part in the bullshit in Brooklyn. You forced people to take Kyrie when they didn't want him. But you said in order for them to get you had to go there, and then you leave him to die and ask for a trade. Like, bro, this is partially on you, bro. Like, you got Steve Nash fired, which I don't think Steve Nash deserved a job, but y'all didn't do him any favors when y'all went on the podcast saying that y'all didn't need a fucking coach. Like, if you look back, this is on him. You choose to do this. You chose to leave Steph Curry to go play Kyrie. Sometimes the grass ain't always green on the other side, man. Stop with the sensitive shit. Like, you got Twitter accounts and all this shit. Like, stop with the whole shit, man. Like, stop taking this dude, bro. Like, where is the accountability? Nobody wants to give KD any accountability. And I love KD as a basketball player. I would take my team any day. He's that good, bro. He's that good. But I just can't get with some of the whole shit.
Mike, you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go.
I heard a few interesting things there. You say you love him, but then you call him a hoe. That doesn't sound like love. So
I love him as a player.
So I listen again. It goes back to what I said, and thank you for laying out the events in Brooklyn. I think it was Phoenix after that. I still don't understand what that has to do with this specific situation in Golden State. You laid out some of the stuff about Golden State and how he was frustrated with the offense, and I agree with you in the chat that KD was fickle. That being said, and I don't think he wanted to be loved like Steph. Or I didn't say that. I think he did want to be loved like Steph. I didn't say that, but other people did say that. I think the bigger issue, which you conveniently left out because it involved Draymond Green, why would somebody want to go back to that when you know how when you know how people feel about you? Again, this is maybe it's me, maybe I'm different. If I know somebody feels that way about me, right, and they suspended, I think it was 2-3 games, but they never discussed it. They never addressed it. KD and Draymond addressed it later. But the team, so from KD's perspective, he's likely looking at it. Y'all are complicit in this because y'all not even going to bring this up as a team. Why would I want to come back to that? In addition to that, and Damo, here's where some of the sensitive stuff that you mentioned, which I understand. A lot of people, not saying us or some people we know, but and where Ron Davis at, I want his opinion on this too.
He was just up here. I don't know if he's still up here or not, but he was.
Okay. He doesn't get the credit that he feels like he deserves because of his teammate. Like people always put asterisks on his rings because of who his teammate was. Why would you want to sign up for that? And we could say it's sensitive, sure, but all of us, to a man, care about our legacies. We care about that. And to knock a man for caring about his legacy, I can't get with that. Every single man who's worth something to himself, or he thinks highly of himself, cares about that type of stuff. And KD, I don't feel like KD's any different in that regard, and I don't think he should be killed for that. I don't. In addition to that, I think 30,000 is a major accomplishment. I don't know if it moves him up in my personal rankings. I haven't had much time to think about that, but he's an all-time great, one of the best shooters of all time, and he could potentially climb higher. I just can't get with again, this is just me. Every single person cares about their legacy. So yes, it's going to matter to him that he's perceived as can't do nothing without Steph. Why would you want to go back to that?
Right. It's a good question. Well, that is a good question. I mean, why would you want to go back to that, Damo?
I mean, if you say you don't care about it, then why does it matter? I mean, you went there in the first place. You didn't think that joining a 73-9 team, a team that just came back and beat you 3-1 down, that already had a title without you, you didn't think you were going to get the criticism? You didn't care about the criticism then. You knew that was coming. I mean, you know that's coming.
I also don't think he understood the magnitude either, Damo. You remember doing
maybe not.
I don't think he understood, because you remember he was I don't want to say fussing, but he was yelling at his agent, Rich Kleiman, why did you let me do this?
Oh, as far as going to Golden State?
Yeah, when they went to Golden State when it happened. So I don't think he understood the magnitude at that time of what was.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as the Draymond stuff, him going back to that, I mean, I understand what you're saying. You're saying, why would you want to be around someone who feels that way about you? But the only thing with that is, for me, is they've hung out and have been seen together publicly. So obviously that stuff has been patched up. So you being friends with this guy and hanging out with this dude publicly, I mean, it shouldn't. To me, it shouldn't make a difference if you're gonna be on the team with him. If you've already forgiven him or whatever, and y'all are friends or have been friends, obviously, I don't see how that would be a problem, unless they're not anymore, which maybe they aren't because of the whole stuff when KD said what he said. When the Draymond stuff
about the mental health stuff.
Yeah,
right.
So maybe not. Maybe they aren't the closest. I don't know. But
that was pretty wild though.
That was wild.
Right.
That was pretty wild.
But see, y'all. But see, we just push stuff like when he does stuff like that, we just push it up under the rug. Like,
no,
I mean, like. He knows what he's doing. This dude is aware of the stuff that he does, bro. Like, this is not just the world against KD. KD brings some of this stuff on himself, bro. Like, you going on burner accounts and then you getting caught doing it and you saying crazy shit. Like, if you got something to say, just say it, bro. Like,
right. That'd be my issue with KD, bro. Just say it, bro. You can say it, bro.
But y'all know in that position you can't do that. Again, maybe he does care too much about the perception, but when you're that high on the NBA totem pole, that stuff you can't just not think about that stuff.
I understand, but you know what you also can't do? You can't fucking get caught with the burner.
You can't get caught.
What difference does it make? oh, you can't say this, but you're gonna get caught with the burner accounts. Like, come on, but you're not careful enough to get caught with the burner accounts, but you're worried about your image. Like, you were careless. So
I hate stuff like this. I hate stuff like this. I do. I hate it. It really grinds my gears. I hate it. I do. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I think you guys made some interesting points, but I think as far as KD legacy, I think one of the things when the Warriors contingent went to the Hamptons, I think one of the things that I think with KD is that I do feel like he felt like he didn't get the credit for that Warriors run. And I think a part of me feels like it almost felt like he may wanted to dethrone Steph, right? And what I mean by that is that he wanted to be the de facto, you know what I mean, like the creme de la creme. He wanted to be the guy. And I think the problem with that is that Steph was born bred. He was bred there, right? He was drafted, and it's hard in a situation where, hey, you coming into a situation where you're the piece to the puzzle, and you're helping a team dethrone LeBron, a team that you lost to in the finals, and you're saying, hey, help us win. And he did that. Not only did he do that once, he did it twice, and you're a two-time MVP. But his thing is like, well, why am I not being beloved like Steph? Because again, Steph was born and bred there. So in terms of being drafted by that team. So I understand what KD was saying, but the big issue is when they had the fallout with Draymond, I don't think that's a situation where with the Draymond situation, that was a one-off. I think there were things that happened prior to that. You know, I thought he said something. So I don't think that was a situation where they had that big fallout, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I don't want to be here no more. So I think on court, I think KD's an all-time great. I don't really get into the burner accounts and get into all these different things because I think a lot of superstar players have a lot of shit. They have a lot of shit with them. You know, I think KD probably mismanaged situation in Golden State. I think he went in with, I'm going to rescue you. I think he also had a situation where I want to be better than LeBron. I want to be better than LeBron. This is going to take me over. This is going to take me over to the top. I'm with Golden State, who needs me, and I outdo LeBron. And I think that, you know, he misplayed his hand. That's just me personally. I don't get into all the other stuff, the burner accounts and all that, because every superstar player got a lot of shit with them. And as far as his legacy, he's first ballot, great player, probably top 3 scorer of all time. To me, he's cemented. I just think this was more about he wanted to dethrone Steph, and he thought that Golden State could help him topple LeBron, and it didn't work.
I have a question for y'all in terms of the credits. Why do we keep saying that KD didn't get the credit or he wanted the credit and he didn't get it? When he got the finals MVPs, bro. He got
the credit.
How much
Damo, he got the credit, Damo.
Man.
No, he wanted to dethrone Steph. That's what it was.
Well,
he wanted to be Golden State.
The problem is the people who really know basketball, they know who the head of that snake was.
Right.
And
but obviously KD didn't know that.
And the team said it. The coaches said it. Ty Lue said it. Steph is the head of that snake.
Yeah,
I get it, but if you drive to the Hamptons to say, "Hey, help me beat LeBron," which Draymond has documented and stated, we need you to beat LeBron. And he does that 2 years in a row. But I'm saying you do it 2 years in a row, and then he's saying, "Okay, well now I'm here," and he probably felt like in the locker room, not appreciated in the locker room. So I mean, I hear what you're saying, Damo. How much credit does he want? I mean, I just think that he wanted to be the man in Golden State. That's just me.
Well, I mean, you can't.
He will never be the man in Golden State.
I know he can't. I mean, it was a lose-lose situation. You know, they could have won 4 or 5 rings, man, together, man. They could have been, they could have been
They could have been an all-time great duo. Yeah.
What they are, but it's, neither here nor there. We won't get into it.
Stretch, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, listen, the start of KD career in OKC, I'll start in OKC, was just flat out phenomenal. He was an MVP. He was trending towards being one of the all-time greats. Just based on if he could have amassed enough championships, you know what I'm saying? And probably because of that pressure, he made a move that, in my opinion, started to hurt his legacy, and he's been going down here ever since. So I'm about to lay it out, baby. I mean,
Go ahead.
you know, you go to Golden State. This is what I'm saying. You go to Golden State, you should know off the rip that this is Steph Curry's team. There's no debate about this. That's number one. He's the guy.
But can I ask you a question, Stretch, before you go? Can I ask you a question? If
Yes,
you
sir.
call me to help you win, and I win too, then am I crazy to think that this is not my team? This is my team now?
No, it's not.
I mean, but think about it. I mean, I'm helping you win, and I'm MVP.
I'll tell you like this, Mike. You playing basketball, right? You at the open gym. We playing basketball, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
What up, Aaron?
Aaron, what up?
You
Hello,
lose in a tough game. Damo just walks into the gym. Okay, Damo, my man, yo, come on, I got you next. We gonna go beat these motherfuckers. I got you. And then y'all proceed to win the rest of the time y'all in the gym. Why would Damo think that this is his team? You the team captain. You came and got me. You picked me up. Yes, I helped you win, and I could have been the best player when we won.
That's
However,
a fair point.
Whose team is it? It's your team.
A team that I couldn't win. I couldn't win with the parts that I had.
Let's say all four of us is together. Let's say,
Bro.
well, all three of us, we pick up Damo. We go win. I get hurt, I'm done, right? I can't play no more. So it's y'all three, and you was like, yo, we need to pick up a fourth. Who we gonna get? Stats and Damo gonna look at you and say, yo, man, it's your team. Go who you want?
Fair point. Fair point.
That's Golden State in a nutshell. And
Fair
then
point.
put on top of that the whole Draymond stuff. But you see what I'm saying? For his legacy's sake, he had no business going there. I think he would have did more service to his legacy if he'd have stayed in OKC and lost again.
But isn't that dumb though?
I'm just saying. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying, for his legacy standpoint, he would have did more for himself doing that.
But I blame the media, and I blame other contingents that say that, hey, because they killed Barkley for it, they killed Malone for it. If you don't win a chip, and I think we knew for these
that's
players,
perfect right there, Tate-Tuck. That is perfect. It's the Otis and David Ruffin situation. David Ruffin was clearly the best singer that they had, but guess what? It's Otis' group.
I think I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
Yeah. So I mean, and since then he's made several bad decisions, one after the other. You tell Brooklyn I'm not coming unless I bring Kyrie. It's a bad decision. That's a horrible decision.
But I think it may be. It may be.
But we can only say that in retrospect. If it wasn't for the vaccine stuff, now look, I'm not telling another man to get vaccinated or not. I'm not gonna do that. That's not my place. But if you're on a team, we all talked about this. If you're on a team, you got to follow the rules. If you getting a salary, you got to play by their rules. Correct. But that and injuries derail that. They look really good when they was together. So I get it, but it was some freak circumstances outside of.
But that I'm sure that was one of their reserves, not the fact that it was going to be a vaccine situation, but they know that Kyrie he's unpredictable. He was unpredictable at times. And I think that's one of the reasons why they probably didn't want him. I don't think it was a talent thing. It's probably because the guy could be a little unpredictable.
Correct.
Yes, he was mercurial. Yes.
And on top of that, like, let's be honest, and on top of that, when all three of them came back and they were all healthy, You asked for a trade. Why?
Well, you know the reason because Steve Nash.
I know the reason, but
Okay.
you're Kevin Durant, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're Kevin Durant. What you mean? I want to trade. No, this ain't working for me. I'm out of here.
Who got out first? It was James. It was James who asked out first, right? Wasn't it?
What? It was Kevin Durant first, then James.
Okay.
Then James. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
So his leadership is taking hits. His decision making is taking hits. Then you ask to go to Phoenix, they get you there to Phoenix, and it's been a train wreck since you've been there.
Man,
Bradley Bill.
I'm
Bradley Bill.
saying this is on Kevin Durant. But what I am saying is you chose to go here.
Right.
Well, how did he know that the owner was going? How did he know that the owner was going to be like James Jones had another trade on board? No, Matt Ishbia was like, no, let's go get Bradley Bill.
I think it's one of those situations. No matter what Kevin would have did, if Kevin to say, "Hey, let me go to Cleveland, let me go to Boston," there's no way he was going to win anyway.
I think he would have won. Anyway. You win. I think he could have won in two scenarios. One, stayed in OKC. He chose not to do that. Cool. All right. The second scenario that he could have won is if he stayed in Golden State.
They would have won multiple titles.
Thank you.
In 5.
So your legacy would have boop, 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 boop. The third way he could have saved his legacy is if he was stayed in Brooklyn and got them guys to stay together. You're Kevin Durant. Pull Kyrie and James Harden into the room together. Hey, fellas, we're all here. Let's get this done. He doesn't do it. Hey, man, I just want to play basketball. All right, we'll take your Phoenix and lose then. He's been doing everything. So those are my.
That's insane.
You know what I'm saying? And because of those things, this don't have nothing to do with his own court ability. He's a fantastic basketball player. Fantastic basketball player. But resume matters when you're talking about ranking people and listing people, which we're about to get into next, Hollywood. So for me, he's around, 10 to 15 for me. I don't know if he has enough years left in the tank to get up over 10. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's not winning no championship at Phoenix right now. They talking about trading him this summer. Now, where they going to trade him to? So that's my take on it, man. But now it's time for the
Jaylen Brown out here shooting air balls. Good God.
What else do you expect? Stats call him a star. Now it's time for the main event. Hollywood, it's your turn, baby. All-time list, sir.
Hey, man. And I want y'all on the screen when I do this. And I did two lists. And Stats, while you in your Hawkins chair, I need for you to put the eyes on me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm really trying to understand this. I'm really trying to understand this game, Mike. I'm sorry. This game is just I don't know anymore.
Well, Stats, you might have to understand this list in a few minutes. So my all-time, I got two lists. My all-time dynamic duo list. Number 10.
What is this?
List dynamic duo.
Dynamic duo.
Dynamic duo. Yeah. And this is my list. This is my list. Stats. Looking throughs, brother. Damo. Pay attention, sir. Number 10. Oscar and Kareem. Oscar and Kareem, dynamic duo. Oscar and Kareem. Number 9. I got Tim Duncan, Tony Parker. Number 8. I got LeBron and Kyrie. Number 7.
This is all time.
Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. All time. I know you about to chew it up. I already know you about to rip it up. Again, number 8, LeBron and Kyrie. Number 7, I got Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. Number 6, I got Bird and McHale. Inside, outside, Bird and McHale. Number 5, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Number 5, I got Stephen Clay. Give me 4 chips. Stephen Clay, Splash Brothers, number 4.
Only at 5?
I'm sorry, number 5. Number 5. Hold on. Number 4, I got Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan at number 4. Number 3, I got Bron and D Wade.
Come on, bro.
Number 2, I got Magic and Kareem, and number 1, I got KD and Steph. That's my list.
Number 2 is what?
Number 2 is Magic and Kareem.
You got Magic and Kareem over Jordan and over Michael Jordan.
Absolutely.
Over Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Absolutely.
Can you go back to 10?
Magic Kareem was absolutely.
I need 10, 9.
Magic and Kareem
number
is better
10 was Oscar. Number 10 was Oscar and Kareem was number 10.
Okay. And
this is my list.
9.
Number 9 was Duncan and Parker.
Okay. 8.
8 was LeBron and Kyrie.
Ooh. And 7.
7 was Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. You looking at me as a disappointed dad, brother.
Woo.
Okay. You done?
Thank you, Aaron.
You want me to get into my all-time? Do you want to get?
You want to
Let's stop right here.
all-time
Let's stop right here for a second.
You got
didn't even
got to breathe a little bit.
You didn't even
You don't have Shaq and Kobe?
Huh?
You don't have Shaq and Kobe?
You know what? You know what? I forgot. I forgot. So you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna omit. Because they owe Bird and McHale and put Shaq and Kobe at number 6.
At 6?
Shaq and Kobe at number 6. It's my list. Shaq and Kobe 6. It's my list. Shaq and Kobe. I forgot. No, Shaq and Kobe.
Whenever he says my list, that just means he don't want his opinion checked. That's all.
All right. Can you tell the people at home what went into this other than Remy Martin?
Well, first of all, when no Remy. Stop. See. This is why my list matters. Because shit like this, what Aaron just said. This is why my list matters.
Stop them alone, bro. What we talking about?
No. What I'm saying, ain't nobody better than on my list. I got who?
You got it.
I got no chips.
Mike, you got
everybody on this team. Everybody on my list got a chip. Okay, let's move on. Everybody on my list got a chip. Let's move on. And you know, Aaron is a Miami home. I'm surprised he didn't say Tim Hardaway and Ronnie Cycling. Listen, this is my list. Let's go to the all-time list. Now, I do want to say on my all-time list, my girl said, I'm just gonna throw her list out there really quick.
Can we spare her?
You want to spare her?
Please spare her, man.
Don't do that to her, bro.
Let's not do this to her, man.
You want? Okay.
All you're gonna do is just open her up to social media slander. That's all you do.
Listen, I had like scrap it. I had to put a polls on them. Okay, let's go to my list.
Thank you.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you, hey, VA, stand up. VA, stand up. Stand up, VA. Stand up. Newport News, Hampton. Y'all stand up. Number 10. The number 10. Allen Iverson, number 10. AI. Number 10. Absolutely. Damo, you know you're my little brother, man. Stay with me, brother. Number 10, Allen Iverson. Well-deserved. Best little man. Point guard, 2 guard ever. Took a downtrodden franchise to the finals. You know what I'm saying? gave the Lakers their only loss in the playoffs. Like, let us come on. Number nine. In about 2 years, he gonna be out my top 10. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Chuck Norris whooped his ass. Number 9, Kareem. Chuck Norris put a beating on that motherfucker. Number 9. Chuck Norris whooped his ass. Go last dragon. Chuck Norris whooped his ass, right? 7 foot a 7 foot kung fu master. Come on, man. What we doing here? Number 9, Kareem. Number 8, we just talked about him. One of the best scorers of all time, KD. KD, number 8. Number 7. In about 2 more years, he's gonna be out of my top 10 because Giannis is coming around the back. Number 7, Tim Duncan. Number 6, Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. He's number 6, but he underachieved. He had a 3-year run that's probably the most dominant 3-year run that the league has ever seen. Number 5, and I've been critical of this guy, but I came around because I did my homework. I studied. Number 5, rest in peace to the Bean. Kobe Bryant, number 5. Kobe, number 5. Number 4 will be the best point guard in probably the next 2 or 3 years. Steph Curry. Number 4. Yeah, number 4 stretch. Number 3, Michael Jordan. Number 3. Number 2, the best point guard this league has ever seen. The best point guard on the planet. The best leader you've ever seen. The best facilitator you ever seen. And the best playmaker you ever seen, Irvin Magic Johnson. And number 1, hey, the GOAT. LeBron James, number 1. 20-year run like no other basketball player ever. 2003 from Akron, Ohio. 4 championships, all-time NBA leading scorer. List goes on and on. So that's my top 10. Twitch, I don't know if he was writing it down, Stretch. 1 through 10. LeBron, Magic, MJ, Steph, Kobe, Shaq, Duncan, KD, Kareem, and the native hero, hometown hero, Allen Iverson, number 10. Thoughts?
A wasted spot at number 10, man.
Wow. Wow. What you think of my list, fellas?
No disrespect to AI, but man, come on, bro. Come on, brother. Let's have some respect for some of these other greats out there.
Nah. AI is well deserved. It's my guy. It's my list.
Mike, I love you, bro.
I love you too.
Well, I guess it's about how that player made you feel, man. So, you know, I know you used to tell us stories of how you used to leave Langley.
You know it.
So you can go watch
Leave
it.
Langley, go home. Georgetown on. Got to go. AI on. I got to go.
I get it, man.
I thought you were gonna say you ran into him. You ran into him at on. No mind.
Here you go. I don't get no thoughts on my list. Stats, what's going on, Stats? You like my list? Who you want to admit, Stats?
I mean, honestly, it's actually not as bad as I thought. I expected something a lot worse than that.
Yeah. I looked at the Kobe situation. I thought Kobe was fitting at number 5. I did my research. He actually played better without Shaq.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually feel like you're pandering to Stretch and Damo with Kobe at 5.
No. I know. You know what drove me over with the Kobe thing? So when I look, Kobe is 54 and 35 without Shaq, and he shot better without Shaq. So again, he's a 44% career field goal percent shooter, slightly over a little bit 45, a little bit over 45%. He shot better. The team won. Hey, listen, you know, and the guys that I had listed, I thought it was fitting. But Giannis and Yoke, Ant-Man, they on their way. So Dirk, they on their way.
Who?
Ant-Man.
Hey, give him 5 more years.
Dirk is already retired.
Anthony Edwards is on a GOAT trajectory right now.
Hold on. Stretch. Back me on Stretch. Remember we had the show and I said Ant-Man was coming. We did a little all-time list, a little draft. I said Ant-Man. Look where he at now. Look what he had
Anthony
now.
Edwards. Look,
I said that.
I love Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is not. Listen,
Go.
and he has a lot of time to change that. Anthony Edwards is not on a GOAT trajectory.
Okay.
He need to change his no man.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
He does need to change that trajectory too. But yes. Mike, I mean, that's not as bad as I thought it would be, Mike. I can't lie. I honestly thought that you was going. I mean, Allen Iverson with 10 is that's just not.
You got a lot of disrespect up here, though. You know.
You said what?
Kareem at 9 is disrespectful.
Yeah, Kareem at 9 is
well. I mean, he part of that old that old constituency that old group. So you know we gotta
you just can't boot them out because they old, bro.
I'm just saying Kareem is. I mean, he's on there because he put in work, six NBA championships. But Magic carried his ass after a certain time. After 83, 84, Magic carried him. But you know, I mean, Kareem is fitting. He's at 6. You know, I mean, at 9. And stretch, you can't say anything because when we did the all-time list, the draft, can you tell the people who you voted for as your number 1 pick?
Michael Jordan.
Okay, there we go. What are we talking about here? After you shove Kareem down our damn neck, and you talking about do you pick Michael Jordan? I'm like, wait a minute.
Is there any criteria for these lists, or just how you feel today?
This is my list. This list is simply to change into the NBA season. It's simply to change, bro. It will change.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How's it going to change? Well, I'm gonna tell you, Iverson. He submitted at number 10. He can't do nothing wrong at number 10. He's staying at number 10.
But eventually, I mean, he's gonna have to be out because they're going.
Right, yeah. How are all these other people coming out of the list?
But not AI.
But he's staying at 10.
You talking about Tim Duncan coming out? All these guys coming out. All these guys.
This is my list, fellas.
Mike, I'm proud you actually said that 12 times already. We know, we understand it's your list. We
understand that part, but
so
it still got to make sense.
I think out of all these guys, on this list, I think AI had the hardest road to get to the championship.
Oh my!
Yeah, he had the weakest team.
All right, man. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey, just next week. Be on the lookout for my all-time top 10 college basketball players of all time. Got them for you.
Okay.
Christian Laettner,
Jason
Tatum, Kyrie Irving, 1 through 4. I'm calling it.
Yeah. Who?
All time.
You said
college
all-time
basketball players of all time. College basketball players.
Kyrie only played 11 games. That's all I want you to know.
Well, I'm not gonna put Kyrie. He
played 11 college basketball games.
Right now, Grant Hill, Christian Laettner, they might be number 1.
A lot of Dookies on that list. I'm with you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Adam Morrison might be up there.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Adam Morrison was a stone cold in college. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
All right. No, that ain't
Calvin
bad.
Chain.
Man, you lose.
Not a bad list.
Oh,
I like it.
And you said that next week?
I like it. Next week. Absolutely.
All right. Next week. Make sure y'all tune in for my.
I wanted to do my football list. I wanted to do my football list, but I got killed by my football list. But let me ask you something, Stretch, real quick.
Yeah.
Right now, who's the best football player of all time to you? I said Lawrence Taylor.
I can see Lawrence Taylor. I can also see Jerry Rice, and I can also see Tom Brady.
Okay.
The answer is
not too far-fetched. Not too far-fetched.
The answer is Tom Brady. There's only one answer.
Yeah, I can see any. If anybody told me one of those 3, I'd be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. We're on the same page, and we think alike.
Final thoughts, fellas. We get to enjoy the rest of our Sunday, man. Let's close this thing up out of here, man.
No, man. All good, man.
OG's over here struggling, trying to close the game out.
No more lists for Mike. That's my closing thought.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, listen, it's my list. Until you get a list, you tell us your list. Don't criticize my list. Next week, I'm doing my college basketball list, and I got some surprises up there. And you may see Allen Iverson again.
Okay.
You may see Iverson again. You're gonna see Magic. I know you won't see Michael Jordan.
Okay. I'm not. That's for me. I didn't think Michael Jordan was the best player in college by no stretch of the imagination.
Patrick Ewing, James Worthy,
Yeah. Sam Perkins was all better.
there you go. There you go.
Could we talk about some of the guys, the college guys that didn't have successful NBA careers but were great in college?
Oh, absolutely.
That's like,
Joe Forte.
Are they able
Joe
to
Forte
be
is one of the best college basketball players of all time. He busted.
What's the dude named Hank
Ron
Gathers?
Mercer. He died, Stretch.
Well, he was a great
He was
college
really good.
basketball player.
He was.
Talk about people who died. Len Bias.
Len Bias. Oh,
Yeah.
he was in college.
And how long did you have to stay in college? Did it have? Are you able to be a one and done? Did you have to do all 4 years or 3 years or what?
No, you at least got to give me 2.
Okay. Well, no freshman.
At least give me 2 years. At least 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? These 2. Unless you had a crazy freshman year. Too crazy.
I mean, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, guys like that.
They see, but yeah, Carmelo.
Michael Beasley.
Mike Beasley had one of the greatest.
But Melo won a chip though.
But Melo won a chip, so
right.
Yeah,
and he carried that team, so you know.
So I definitely think Carmelo has to be in that conversation.
Yeah, he might be. He might be number 10.
What about could Jimmer Fredette be in that conversation?
Absolutely.
Oh, Jimmer was crazy.
Absolutely. Harold Miner.
Jimmer Fredette was
okay.
All right,
we in the weeds now.
Harold Miner was a phenom, bro.
We out back now, brother. Harold Miner. All right.
He gonna say Pat Riley next.
Right. Come on, bro. What we doing, man?
He wasn't a phenom.
All right. Shout outs. Oh, final thoughts. I'm sorry. We already did shout outs. Lord.
Love y'all, man.
Great show, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, see y'all next week, man.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah. See everybody next week, man. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you again to our viewing audience on Facebook and YouTube. Catch us next Sunday here live again, 8:00 p.m. for Damo the Disciple, man AJT, Hollywood Mike. I'm Coach Stretch. Catch y'all next time. Peace.